I wanted to do a shorter video on meditation today. Why meditation is important, why I meditate, why everybody, doesn't matter what culture you come from, what religion you come from, if you're religious, if you're not religious, why you should take on this practice, and to give a little bit more context of the type of meditation that I use personally and I also use in working with everybody that I work with one-on-one. So, what is meditation? Well, a lot has been written on meditation, and you could dive endlessly into all of the different reasons to meditate and all the scientific reasons to meditate and all of this jazz. But the type of meditation that I'm going to be giving you all is Zen meditation. What is Zen meditation? Very simply put, Zen meditation is taking a seat, whether it's on the floor or it's in a chair, closing your eyes and breathing and focusing on your breath. Now, why do we want to focus on our breath? Well, the breath is the most present thing that we have. Without the breath, like I would say, we're goners. So you need that breath. This breath is the thing that vitalizes you, that brings energy into you. But it also, no matter what's going on in life, is the thing that is always presently there. And often we don't actually even think about our breath and what that is doing for us, where our breath is in our body. Let's say if we're having anxiety and we start feeling our breath going more and more and more and more up here, maybe to the point where we don't even breathe. So working with your breath is very important, not only just for building the sense of awareness, but also for settling your body. When you're dealing with emotions, when you're dealing with fear, when you're dealing with some panic, you will find that your breath will start jumping up, almost out to the top of your head, bringing that breath down, 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 back into the belly, like I talk about, that fat Santa breathing. Is really important. It will help your body settle. It will help your body loosen and relax. So the basic foundation of our Zen meditation that you can start off with, and of course longer helps you more, but just to start, everyone here in this group, because you might have never meditated ever in your life or might not even know what it was, is to sit down, to close your eyes, to simply focus on your breath, to set a timer on your phone for about 10 minutes a day. If you can do it in the morning, usually a little bit better before your day starts to run, your mind gets going like crazy. Scientifically, there's also a good aspect of your brain is the most plastic, it's the most flexible in the morning after you come out of your dream states. So it's a good time too to be working with your mind. But doing this practice in the morning and sitting down, whether that is sitting down in a chair, being a little bit more upright, right? Or sitting on the floor with your hands, either nice and gentle, like palms on the tops of your quads, or you can do a traditional kind of, and I'm trying to show you guys here, where you place the left part of the back part of this palm into the right hand, right? And you just touch the fingertips and you put that right in your lap. But it's sitting up in a dignified position, not crumpled over, not with your head down, but sitting up in a dignified position, no matter what is going on in your life at that time, whether things are going well, whether things are going terribly, is to sit and literally, foundationally, be supported by the earth that you're sitting on, right? And to sit as things are in your life, to not want it to be any other way, to not go into the ways that we avoid things or run from things or turn away from things, but just to sit in a dignified way and to sit in your life as it is. I think this is something that in explanations of meditation don't really get talked about very often, which is the core of our practice here is really turning towards the things that are afflicting us, the things that we're struggling with. As you can tell in these Q&A videos, you're writing in a question, and I'm not saying, okay, well, just, forget about it, or just move this way, or just pretend like it didn't happen. No, it's like we're facing these things directly head on. Because when you run away from the things that are causing pain or hurting you or you're afraid of, they become bigger and bigger and bigger, and they become these big wild monsters and these witches and these ghouls and all these things that chase after you. But when you learn to actually stop running, to stop avoiding, and you pay attention and you directly work with the things that you're struggling with, that's when the transformation of those things start to happen. You realize that this big wolf that you thought was running after you was indeed just a little kitten, right? And it scratches and claws at times, like I've said before, and it might hurt a little bit, but you still love the kitten, right? This is the foundation of kind of what we're doing here in a meditation practice, and how I begin to start talking about meditation. So early in the morning, or in the morning for 10 minutes a day, just to start, you can up to 20 minutes, you can up to 30 minutes. And you are sitting down on the floor, you are sitting in a chair, an upright, dignified position. You're keeping your head and your gaze up and towards you, and you are focusing on this breath, right? Bringing awareness to that breath and letting your mind follow the uprising of the breath and the falling of the breath, the in of the breath, the out of the breath. And bringing your attention and your awareness to simply of what it is to just be alive, to be here in life, sitting in what is your life, versus running around to do all these other things. Now, another really important part that I need to talk about is a lot of things are probably going to start popping up in your meditation. And the first place I'll start is, well, you're probably going to find that your mind is going to drift somewhere. Oh, it's going to go into the future. Oh, this wonderful thing. Or, oh, what could happen? Oh, I'm so worried about this possible thing happening in the future. Okay. Your mind is also probably going to drop to the past. Oh, this person that I had dated, or this thing that had happened. Oh, it was so horrible. You might have some pain there. You might have some pain in the future. You might have some pain in the past. You might be thinking about being in a field of flowers in the past. Or you might be thinking about this wonderful thing in the future. But the thing is that an untrained mind, and this is where it can get you into trouble sometimes, is going to drift its focus away from this moment, right? So you're going to find naturally that it could happen hundreds of times within your meditation practice. So your mind drifts to the future. Come back, right? No judgment. No, I'm doing this wrong. No progress report. It's just the remembrance of the fact that you have forgotten where you are. Come back, gently, nice and easy. I've been distracted for 10 minutes. Come back. Your mind drifts to the past, right? You've got all this pain that comes up, or all of this grief that comes up, and you could cry, right? Or you could be super happy, or you'd be joyous. Come back. So one of the biggest pieces of meditation is appreciating whatever happens for you in meditation. There is no wrong way to do it. My own coach used to joke, the only wrong way to meditate is to not meditate. And as you are sitting there, supported by the earth, you're sitting there with yourself in a dignified position, and you are actually working with whatever happens for you. Whether it's a super distracted mind, whether you are feeling something that happened 17 years ago. This has happened to me, where I was sitting in a meditation, and all of a sudden I started getting moved by all of this just resentment that I had towards somebody from when I was in 8th grade. And I worked with it. I actually appreciated that, and it taught me something. I was like, wow, I didn't know that I was still holding on to this story, right? And then, come back to this moment. I can let that go. I can let the future go. I can let the past go, because I realize that the only moment that is actually real is this one. So come back, come back, come back, come back. And the more that you can train your mind when it is distracted to come back to the present moment, the more that this awareness is going to continue to build for you, the more that this consciousness is going to show up for you throughout your day-to-day life. So let's say, for example, in your day-to-day life, one of my clients loves to work with worrying. So I'm worrying about something that's going to happen in the future. And oh my God, I'm getting built up about, I'm not here. I'm projecting onto the future, something I don't know that's going to happen. Come back, come back. Reminding yourself to come back gently, not viciously, right? Not judgmentally, not progress report or like you have to impress somebody or you're doing it wrong. No. Just come back, come back. You're distracted, come back. Come back from the past, come back from the future. This is a practice that I would highly, highly, highly suggest that you all take on. Taking it on to be with what that feeling is for you, to be in your life, taking it on to be supported in that moment, taking it on because it's good for your health, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, right? Physically. Wonderful, wonderful practice for your health. And for you to continue to build this awareness that's going to help you wake up as the days go on instead of running from place to place to place. And when things are very chaotic in life, even more of a reason to sit down and to breathe and to settle and to just show up and allow yourself to connect here instead of just being a chaotic stress reaction to everything that is going on in life. You can reset. You can right? And sometimes just one very conscious breath is enough to actually help you begin to reset and to head on to a new path. So if you can step into this practice, you're going to learn a lot of things about yourself. You're going to do a lot of healing. You're going to learn a lot about your mind and how your mind is distracted and constantly running all over the place. You're going to have some experiences. And as time goes on throughout this, I will offer up a couple of different practices that you can do within your meditation. But the first one that I really want you to engage in is being here, reminding yourself to come back, 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 over and over and over again if you have to. It could happen 100 times, it could happen 200 times, 1,000 times, but that's worth it. It's worth training yourself to be here, because when you're here, you connect. And when you connect, that's when you have things like joy and your gifts and gratitude and all of these wonderful things pop up in life. So, this is a little video on meditation. It's something that I would absolutely love for you to take on. It's something that I take on. Maybe this upcoming month we'll have a little meditation challenge where we sit and meditate every single day at a specific time. I think that would be really fun. And that's it. So if you have any other questions, please drop a comment into the comment section. I'll do my best. I think I covered everything here. So much love to all of you.